Yeah. I mean, outside of Great Britain, all European legal systems are ultimately based on the Code of Justinian. And then weirdly, because of the French connections, the state of Louisiana. If you want to be a lawyer, you have to pass a different bar in Louisiana than in everywhere else in the U.S.
Why do you think the Western Roman Empire and then the Eastern Roman Empire collapsed? Just looking at the grand picture of the history of the Roman Empire, it's 2,200 years starting from the kingdom to the republic, to the imperial period, to the East Roman Empire period. Why do societies rise and fall?
That's a really interesting question, and there are probably as many answers as there are different kingdoms. But just the Roman Empire, my take on it is that the collapse really starts at the end of the reign of Basil II. So the year is 1025. Basil is the last monarch of the Macedonian dynasty, which had seen the empire become the most powerful state in the Mediterranean, much more powerful and advanced than its Muslim or Christian neighbors. He had expanded the empire essentially as large as it was going to be after Justinian. It was wealthy, it was glittering, it was educated. I mean, courtiers had to memorize the works of Plato by heart. The emperor, one of his favorite activities was to go and he would begin a quote and you would have to finish it, but you didn't know where he would begin or what he was thinking that day. This is kind of what amused him. So they're incredibly literate. I mean, inside Constantinople itself, the literacy rate was close to 100, which is
Mhm.
crazy. But when he died, the court, which had been this magnificent court, this bureaucracy, which had been running the empire, and which is vital to the workings of the empire, they convinced themselves that they could run the empire. They didn't actually need the emperor. And so they specifically selected weak rulers. And then that led directly to the disastrous Battle of Manzikert in 1071, where the Turks enter the story and destroy the Roman army under Romanus Diogenes, who's attempting to break free of the bureaucratic constraints. And then Anatolia gets flooded by these nomadic warriors, and the Byzantine gets pushed out of them. So once they've lost the heartland, they've lost their source of troops, they've lost their source of taxation, they've lost their source of food. At this point, it's impossible to recover.